Hello guys, how's it going? Patrick from RWingAttack here with another top 5 video. Now, before I start off this video, I just want to say thank you to all of the new subscribers and everyone that is new checking out this video. You may want to subscribe because here at RWingAttack we do all sorts of speculation, analysis, discussions all about Nintendo products and Nintendo games coming out in the future. Now, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to you guys because this channel actually started not too long ago, and some of my first topics were actually about E3 and what we could possibly see at E3. So I just wanted to kind of comfort you guys and just kind of let you know that this channel will still be going on. And even though E3 will come and go, I still will be doing some videos on what exactly we'll be seeing at E3. My thoughts about the future of the Nintendo Switch. So this channel definitely is going to be jam-packed with everything Nintendo, and all your Nintendo goodness will be here at this channel. So let me talk about today's top 5. And today's top 5 is going to be the top 5 craziest things that could happen at E3 2017. Now, what do I define as crazy? Well, crazy is something that we haven't had leaks about yet, something that none of us are expecting, and, you know, something that would wow the community, not just the Nintendo community too. This is just the whole video game community. So I think that these 5 games and 5 franchises would be a great addition on the Nintendo Switch, and some of my criteria for picking these games would be how well would this go on the Nintendo Switch as of right now. What do I think about these franchises? Will these franchises be a good fit? Could this realistically happen? So you're not going to see any Legend of Zeldas on here because we just got probably the greatest Legend of Zelda of all time. These franchises have not been visited for at least a while, so I think that these franchises would be a good addition to the Nintendo Switch. But enough about that, let's get going with number 5. There is no greater pack-in title in recent years than Nintendo Land was for the Wii U. Now, some may call this just a tech demo, but for those of you who actually played this game in great length, you would know that this game had a lot more depth to it. Nintendo Land as an idea was very, very good. A Nintendo-themed theme park with mini-games that match some of Nintendo's greatest franchises. Why can't we bring this back for the Nintendo Switch? Now, 1-2-Switch kind of showed off what the Nintendo Switch could possibly do, but I'm talking as a mini-game collection. Nintendo Land could be a very big success on the Nintendo Switch and really wouldn't be too far-fetched of an idea. Nintendo Land 2 is my number 5 pick because the Nintendo Switch is a perfect multiplayer console. Some of the games on the original Nintendo Land showed off the Wii U's hardware in great length. This game was so much fun, and it offered a lot of variety in terms of 1 and even 2 and even 4-player games. This game would make a lot of sense considering that the console already comes with 2 controllers. Nintendo Land 2, I think, would be a big success, and I could definitely be seeing it on the Nintendo Switch. The number 4 spot goes to a franchise that Nintendo has in their back pocket. Pikmin 4 is going to happen. The only question is, when? Now, Hey Pikmin was recently released for the 3DS, and we'll be seeing it later this year. But that's not what fans want. We want a home console version. After we got Pikmin 3 for the Wii U, talks about the next Pikmin have only heightened. Imagine playing Pikmin on your TV and then taking it on the go. Now, this game is probably the most likely to happen on the list because Mr. Miyamoto already said that this is being worked on and probably done. They didn't want to release it for the Wii U because essentially the Wii U is ending, but the Nintendo Switch is a brand new console with tons of popularity. Pikmin 4 could definitely make an appearance at this E3, and while it falls on this list, I don't think it's that crazy. Pikmin coming out on the Nintendo Switch does make a lot of sense. Presumably it is done, so it could come out on any of the months that don't have games coming out. And it's not that big of a title where it would take some of the spotlight away from games like Super Mario Odyssey. I think that Pikmin 4 makes a lot of sense also because of the new Pikmin amiibo being announced. That amiibo can't just be used for the 3DS game, right? One of the wackiest franchises that Nintendo owns is definitely WarioWare. Now, for those of you who don't know, WarioWare is a collection of minigames that are downright insane, in the best kind of way. Now, WarioWare is an intriguing option because the WarioWare games are very innovative in the games that they give. Now, the Wii had a bunch of motion control games. The DS games used the 2 screens to create awesome minigames, and I could just imagine what the hardware of the Nintendo Switch could bring. Imagine the minigames that could utilize the functions of the Joy-Cons. We could have a ton of HD rumble support, and also maybe even use that IR sensor. WarioWare makes a ton of sense because it seems Nintendo wants to push out multiplayer games, and what better multiplayer franchise than WarioWare? Now, I'm not saying this couldn't happen because it is very possible. It just makes the list so high because it would be a crazy announcement. No one would be expecting this. But just guys, imagine taking this out at a bar, at a party, and just having loads of fun. Why isn't WarioWare on the Switch yet? There's nothing quite like playing an Animal Crossing game. For fans of the franchise, doing things as simple as going fishing, creating your house, and changing your clothes has never felt so good than it does in Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing would be a welcomed addition to the Nintendo Switch, and certainly would be an insane reveal for Nintendo to do. Animal Crossing makes a lot of sense too because of the recently announced Nintendo Switch Online service. And with Nintendo Switch making games such in the fighting genre, it would be nice to have a change and use this kind of open world game where you can communicate with friends as an enticing way for people to get online service. But Animal Crossing is much more than that. It's the feeling that you get when you create something new. And being able to share that with someone is the coolest thing about Animal Crossing. And I can just imagine all of the possibilities. Imagine going fishing and using the HD rumble when a fish is on the line. Animal Crossing just makes too much sense, and every fan of the series wants this to happen. Now just imagine this. The Nintendo Spotlight has shown a bunch of awesome games, and all of a sudden, the lights go down, the presentation seems to be over, and you are very disappointed by what you have seen. You haven't seen your game yet, and then it shows on the screen. Metroid for Nintendo Switch. Metroid has been by far the biggest rumor of this E3 season, and seeing it on the stage would be absolutely insane. Now, we're not quite sure which Metroid has been rumored. Some people have been saying the 2D Metroid, some people have been saying the more Metroid Prime style, but nonetheless, seeing a Metroid game would blow the cover off of E3 and definitely would leave a standing impression for Nintendo. Now, I think that Metroid is a possible fit for Nintendo this year, at least being announced, because Metroid is a giant franchise. And if Nintendo wanted to, this game could actually release around the time that the Breath of the Wild game came out. Maybe Nintendo is sticking to a similar formula, and they definitely want a heavy hitter to start off the new year. Metroid for Nintendo Switch makes a ton of sense, maybe not this year, but we could possibly see it next year. So there you go, guys. Those are my top 5 crazy predictions for E3 2017. It was a load of fun doing this video. It was a load of fun giving you guys content for E3 season, and I hope to do it again next year. But for now, I'm going to switch to Nintendo Analyst Mode. Going to be going over some of the things that are revealed at E3 in the next coming week. And I hope you guys found this video awesome and exciting. So if you guys want to, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell if you want to know when exactly I will be uploading videos. Thank you again, guys, very much. This is Patrick from RWingAttack. Thank you for watching.